術式順天青
Hello everyone, my name is Troy and welcome to Maximum Output Training. Welcome to the final week of peak week, year-end max out, end of the pendulum wave. This is week 6, I believe, before a nice fat deload, and then we max out the following week. So we are obviously doing dynamic effort lower. As you can see from squats here, we are working with 310 pounds for sets of 2. And not gonna lie, this is probably the toughest week of training I've ever had to do, just because of fatigue, lack of sleep, recovery is shit, and my shoulder, if you didn't watch last episode or last training vlog, I pissed it off. I think it was just an accumulation of stuff going all together, just for me injuring my wrist when I was doing like a hang clean, just to be more efficient with in-person clients, and that pissed off and it kind of like strained my wrist. And then along with some forearm issues, I tried to do some stretching. And then I believe that like with the pissed off wrist, my pissed off like elbows and like forearms, doing the stretches just kind of like led up to my shoulder. And then doing a simple task, just laying on the, like laying around and watching TV, moving incorrectly, just kind of like just pissed it off. I went to go get adjusted on Wednesday. This is recording on a Friday. And my osteo worked on me for like 40 minutes on my shoulder specifically. She said something, it was either infraspinatus, something with my infraspinatus or something like that, deep within my rotator cuff. So she worked on that because when I went into the session, I could only get up to here before I was like in agony. Now I can like go up to here. This is after my session and doing a bunch of stretches, but like after my session with her, I could go from here to up here. So my range of motion, it got like increased, and then my external rotation was like barely moved. She worked on it again, and then I got a little bit more range of motion. But after that, I kind of just like asked what kind of homework I should be doing after the session. That is something I truly believe in. After you go see some sort of professional, chiropractor, RMT, osteo, physiotherapist, kinesiologist, etc., ask them what to do after you see them for the session to help progress and help kind of like heal your body. Because I don't believe in just getting manipulated your body, go on, do your daily life, only for it to like seize up or like get knots again or whatever, strain it, and you have to go see them the next week or the next month. I believe in just trying to maintain the session, oh my God, I can't even talk today. Whenever they like worked on your body, like maintain that towards as best as you can until you see them for like a follow-up maintenance type versus like a follow-up because you pissed it off again. So she gave me like the classic tricep. Actually, see, it actually hurts kind of doing this, but doing like the classic tricep stretch. And then I would hold that for about 90 seconds, do 40 arm circles, front and back. And then I kind of do like these arm like swings, do it for 20 reps, really emphasizing on like opening up my chest and kind of bringing my elbows back together, my shoulder blades pinching them, and then bringing them forward and just kind of like switching them. That would take me about maybe 3 to 5 minutes. I did that it was only on Wednesday, but I could feel like a pretty big difference. And it feels good now because like after I do that, I could do this now. I have like almost full range of motion without any pain, but there are some things that I can't do versus like, reaching over, that hurts. So I'm like rambling because the point of this video right now is I may like, I don't know what's going to happen with squats. Squats is like all pissed off. I can't get into my regular low bar position because of my shoulder in the stretching position is just so pissed off. And it's just so awkward. So I don't know how this last week is going to go, especially for tomorrow after being worked on Wednesday. I'm rambling a lot, but just like kind of like just get in the mind with it. I may be broken, but I'm not defeated. So I'm going to finish this week strong. Hit my openers on Monday and Wednesday, and then I'm going to deload from Wednesday, and then until Monday, max out for all 3 lifts, because that'll be December 30th. And then after that, take another week off, and then start like I don't want to do like an active recovery. ease back into training kind of thing, get back under some load, and then just work out from there. So for now, I rambled on for too long. We are going to hit 310 pounds, low bar competition style squats for, I almost said 3, for 2. Let's do this thing. Okay. That felt fucking awkward on the shoulder. I can't get as tight. I'm just worried about so much pain in the shoulder. Not that it's painful underneath the bar. I can just feel it pulling. So I tried different hand grips is what you should be doing. If it's pissing off your shoulder, I gotta get some sort of SSB or buffalo bar so I can like take stress off my shoulders as this thing recuperates. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for the next set. Might widen my grip. I don't know, man. It's a little up in the air. I don't know how bench is gonna go tomorrow. I can still keep up with my stretches, but for now, I think I'm just gonna like, oh my God, it just feels so awkward. I have a few more sets. I'm gonna take a breather, kind of pull myself together, literally, because I'm falling apart, and I'll catch you for the next set. So I just did a second set, and it went terribly. I widened my grip to pinky on the ring, and I just couldn't get tight. The second rep was awful, so I think I'm just gonna, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I don't know. I'm just fucking broken. So I'm gonna try and bring my grip in again, see how that works, and see if I can finish off these sets, and then hopefully just get the hell out of here, finish off my deadlifts, and just probably just kind of truck through as best as I can. But the shoulder thing is just ridiculous at this point. It's so frustrating when you've been preparing for something, for one special thing, and something just kind of goes. I'm just like, I don't know. Let's just do this. That was better. A lot better. Taking longer rest, easing into it, trying not to be quick on the setup helped a lot. I didn't feel it as much in the shoulder, but I could get a little bit tighter. The thing is, when it comes to my squat, my elbow position is always fucking changing, and it pisses me off just because of how, I don't know, depending on the day. For some reason, I still haven't figured it. I guess just from watching a lot of squatters and different people, it's kind of bringing my elbows in to feel like I kind of stack my squat position. And then when I get out of the hole, I flare my elbows out to, I think to like subconsciously to keep the bar on my shoulders. And then that kind of like helps it come up. But I think going forward, I try to think, not going forward, how I try to think is just my hands and my shoulders, just keep the barbell on my shoulders. That's all it has to do. I don't have to do anything with my elbows. All it does is just sit there, and the only thing is my hands just keeping it there so it doesn't roll around in place. So I'm gonna try and not fuck around with my elbows and just keep them as such. So we'll see how the next set goes, because I got a couple more, and I'll see you for the next set. All right, I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna hit this set, and then I'll chat to you afterwards, because I feel like I could just probably hit this for 2, and then, yeah. Okay, fatigue is definitely settling in. I got a couple more. I'm gonna finish these and get to deadlifts, and then I'll figure out my plan for Monday. But oh my God, these are just feeling awful. I think if my shoulder was at 90%, I think I would have hit these a lot cleaner. Because right now, I think a lot of people, when they get injured or something is kind of nagging at them in terms of injury, not their significant other, I wouldn't know anything about that. When something is nagging at them injury-wise within their body, they think about that a lot more, and their form and technique kind of takes a little hit because it's just something you want to worry about or that you do worry about, and something bad might happen. So I'm gonna finish these off, get to deadlifts, and get to those deadlifts in one piece. So I'll catch you for that. Squats, done. Absolutely fucking terrible. That's okay. That last set kind of moved a little sketchy. For some reason, I decided to wrap my thumbs underneath and it felt somewhat better. I don't know. I'm just playing around with my grip at the moment to relieve tension on my elbows and shoulder. I'm a big, firm believer in not changing your form and technique as you go throughout a training cycle. I believe you should be training your new technique or form towards the beginning, and then you can kind of carry that new form and technique throughout the training cycle to see if you like it or not. And then once again, if that doesn't work, change it up again. But I believe that you shouldn't be changing it in and out. I believe you should be giving something at least 3 weeks to a full mesocycle, full training cycle to see if you like it or not. Because changing it week to week or workout to workout or set to set will change the whole workout completely. That's just my opinion, because something could go and you're not used to it and something moves super slow versus when something was super strong with something you're already used to. So I believe changing my form and technique, especially late, super late in the game, is a terrible idea, especially when this is my last heavy week for my dynamic effort work. And then next week, Monday and Wednesday will be openers only, so around 85 to 90% for singles. And then I won't be doing any accessories. I'll just be resting the entire time, so there'll be quick workouts. But that's just a little insight into what I have planned for next week especially. But yeah, it's just moving terribly. Deadlifts is probably the only thing throughout this whole entire meet prep, max out, year-end max out prep that is moving actually okay. So we'll see how it goes. Right now, sumo deadlifts for singles at 385 pounds. So let's just rock with it. Oh, fuck, that moved really slow. Fatigue is really settling in. I don't know if I should be raising my calories. Since last training vlog, I raised up my calories about 100 calories per day. So going from 2,500 to around 2,600 calories. And haven't really felt a whole lot of difference in terms of energy. Workouts have been meh. Obviously, with this and like lower food and losing body weight, obviously things will not be as snappy and fast. Very understandable. Especially losing 15 pounds. So I think the cut went successful. Around 15 pounds in 13, 14 weeks. It's bound to happen. You're going to lose some strength. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a little iffy. It's also nice that it's during the holidays for this reason. It's also nice that the year-end max out is around the holidays, where I'll be more supplemented with more food going into the prep. So I'm not going to be as super stingy with like counting macros and calories during holiday season as I did. Actually, I haven't did last year, but it doesn't matter. Supplement with food hopefully goes towards curing more of that fatigue, giving me more energy to push a little bit more. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a big meal on tomorrow. See how that goes. Because that pizza ice cream combo, for some reason, just chef's kiss. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. That 100 calories. Actually, I woke up lighter today. So I think the lowest was on Wednesday at 147.4. But that was after a night of shit sleep and peeing all night. I mean, literally peeing all night. As in every 2 to 5 minutes, I was up and going to the bathroom. And then I went to bed at 9:30. And this was going on till about 1:30 in the morning. So lack of sleep and peeing a lot made me wake up at 147.4, but I'm not going to count that. I'm going to count yesterday and today's morning, 147.8. So at 2,600 calories, I'm slowly still losing weight, but that's after only 1 week. And I like to gauge it after about 2 to 3 weeks. And then I start to manipulate my calories or carbs and stuff like that. So we'll see after the holidays, because I will be going out for dinner possibly Saturday and Sunday, and then Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then probably New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So I have 6 days of like higher calorie type days. So there's no point in changing my calories when it can just kind of, you get that. If you've been here before, you get it. So I'm going to shut up, hit this next set, and see how it goes. Okay, that set moved a lot better, a lot faster, probably because chalking up helped a little bit more. Yeah, felt pretty good. So yeah, this whole calorie thing, the idea is to not get fat again and not over super duper indulge on ice cream and cheesecake. So I'm omitting cheesecake this time around because I ate like a whole cheesecake within 3 weeks and I just like ballooned up. Not healthy, I know, but I just love cheesecake. So upping the calories slowly. Obviously, we're not going to maintain at 2,500 calories. If you've been here for long enough, I've been just like dragging ass. Fatigue is really high right now. Going up to 2,600, see how that goes for the next couple weeks. Won't change them until the new year. See how that goes. And I probably won't go on another cut to cut another 8 pounds to get down to 140 or 145. See how that goes. So we're going to enter a massing phase into the new year. Probably for another whole year, but do it super slowly. We'll see how it goes for the first 12 weeks until the end of March or maybe end of April, because my birthday is end of April. So probably like May 1st, I'll start. May, June, give me about 8 weeks, 10 weeks till summer. From May to June. Lose about 8 pounds in that time, roughly, if I mass too much. And then we'll gauge from there. So I can like not cut into summer, but mass in summer, because like food and partying and going out and stuff like that, you want to be cutting in the summer, which is just absolutely ridiculous for people that do. You want to cut for summer and either maintain it or like mass a little bit into it or bulk a little bit into it, where you don't get super fat because you want to like show off your bod or whatever, depending on the person. But I want to look good for the first time ever in summer next year. So I'll probably mass for about 16 weeks. Gain about 8 pounds, roughly 4 to 8 pounds max. And then probably do like a cut of 8 weeks and then just kind of mass in the summer and then go all the way towards the end. So the idea is to gain around 1 to 2 pounds. You know what? I'm talking too much. The idea is to grow in the upcoming season. So I don't want to be cutting again. So I want to be building some muscles, man. Okay, let's do it. Next set. Okay, it's moving, it's grooving. I'm gonna rest, and yeah, I'll catch you for the next barbell accessory. Sumo's moving pretty well. Gave you some insight as to what my plans are for 2025 in terms of fitness. So yeah, I'm gonna chill a little bit. I got a couple more sets, and I'll see you for the next barbell accessory. Sumo deadlift's done. Holy crap, I'm dragging ass. That's okay. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Going and trying to take my time in between sets so I don't piss this guy off, and try not to run myself into the ground even more so than I have done already. So sumo deadlifts, singles, done, dusted. Last couple sets were kind of shitty, but that's bound to happen with how I feel. Now, we on to conventional stiff leg deadlifts, sets of 10. 10, say that for now. At 265 pounds, really still enjoying conventional stiff leg deadlifts. I got a lot of plans for how I'm going to change up my training in the new year. Still conjugate, but some accessories are going to be swapped and changed, and volume is going to go up, especially if my calories go up. And I'm just going to smash 2025 in terms of training and hopefully grow a lot more than I did last year. So We'll see what happens. But for now, conventional stiff leg deadlifts, really target the hamstrings and low back and glutes. And see if this helps with maximum deadlift, as usual. Let's do it. The mic was right here. Ah! All right, I'm gonna keep that first clip in because the mic was a couple feet away from me. I'm gonna keep that 265 moving okay for sets of 10. I don't know how I'm liking going all the way down, even though the next day, the DOMs for the next 1 to 2 days after the training day is just beautiful. Hamstrings are lightened up. So I don't know. I feel like full range of motion is great, but for some reason, I've always done full range of motion for stiff leg deadlifts, as in 45, touch the ground and come back up. I've never done really like below the kneecaps, like a lot of people do for stiff legs or RDLs, Romanian deadlifts. I think that's more of a range of motion type for flexibility and mobility. But for some reason, I really want to try that. Maybe use it as type of like an overloading technique for hamstrings, glutes, and low back. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just go to below the knee in the next training cycle. See how that goes. We'll see. Just because I'm getting tired of like, I don't know. I don't want to call it like a partial range of motion. I just think it's like a lot of people just go below the knee and then that's all you have to go. But we'll see what happens in the next training cycle. So for now, I got a couple more sets and I'll catch you for probably the last accessory because I've been talking way too much in this video and I'll catch you for that. All right, last and final accessory of the video is cable crunches, kneeling cable crunches, however you want to do these. I prefer to do them standing, but obviously with this attachment of pulley system for the squat rack, I can't do it standing because the cable is quite long and it's going to be awkward when I face the other way because this thing will tend to swing, and if it swings anymore, I get super annoyed because they'll come and touch me and it will like swing and maybe hit the wall. So it's very, very annoying with this contraption. But if you can handle the swinging and always be in control of the weight, it won't swing as much. But love the cable crunches, build up the abs. Good for strengthening the core for squat, bench, and deadlift. And of course, it's good for building up your abs for aesthetics, even though I only have a 4-pack and it's super awkward looking as it is. So we're gonna do 70 pounds for sets of 20, I believe. And then I'll catch you afterwards. 18. Oh shit, kills me every time. Oh my God, I have so many accessories left over. That's all right. So that is the final lower body session before I do my openers for next week. I'll catch you for the next training vlog on that because I'll be just doing squat, bench, and deadlift next week, no accessories. Doing something of an opener. I'll go into more depth next week when you come see that training vlog. So I'm gonna finish this off, do the rest of my accessories, and hopefully get the hell out of here and start my recovery process. And hopefully the shoulder does not take a nosedive tomorrow for bench because I'm a little skeptical about that going into the session and see how that goes. But we'll see how it goes. So comment, rate, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you want some online coaching, there's some stuff in the description below. If you want to follow me on Instagram and chat with me and kind of just see what I post on there, trying to post daily life. Not really daily life, more about me and some educational content. You can follow me at maximumoutput_training and I'll see you there. And until then, I'll catch you next week for one of the finales of this meet prep year-end max out. So I'll catch you next week. Peace.